The 2025 Grand Slam season has come to an end with Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner winning 2 titles each, but there is still a lot on the line for the players during the remainder of the ATP Tour season. Sinner started the year with the Australian Open crown before Alcaraz won the French Open, but the Italian then edged ahead with his victory in the Wimbledon final. The Spaniard ultimately had the final say as he won the US Open. Alcaraz and Sinner appeared in 3 consecutive major finals, a record in men's tennis in the Open era, while the latter played in all 4 finals this year, with Alexander Zverev the only other player to make it to one of the showpiece matches with his run at Melbourne Park. But just because the Grand Slams are over, it doesn't mean there is nothing left to play for in the coming weeks. There are still 2 ATP Masters 1000, 4 ATP 507 ATP 250 events remaining in the next 2 months before the season comes to a conclusion at the ATP Finals in Turin. The Shanghai Masters and Paris Masters are the 2 biggest events remaining, with the Japan Open, China Open, Swiss Indoors and Vienna Open making up the 4 ATP 500 events. Chengdu, Hangzhou, Almaty, Brussels, Stockholm, Athens and Metz will host the ATP 250 tournaments. Players also still have players left to defend, and their positions in the ATP rankings after the regular season will determine whether or not they play at the season-ending tournament in Italy. The top 2, Alcaraz and Sinner, have already qualified for the ATP finals, but they will be scrapping it out for the year-end number 1 ranking. Sinner had been top of the rankings for 65 consecutive weeks, but his run came to an end after the US Open with Alcaraz replacing him at number 1. But what is the situation in terms of the points they are defending? Alcaraz, 1,000 points. The 6-time Grand Slam winner has a 760-point lead over Sinner in the ATP rankings, and he is odds-on favorite to finish the year at number 1. His tally of 1,000 points to defend is much lower than the Italians, see below. Last year, he won the China Open, 500 points, and reached the quarter-final in Shanghai, 200, the round of 16 in Paris, 100, and exited the ATP finals after the round-robin phase, 200. The reigning Australian Open and Wimbledon champion has a lot of work to do, as he won the ATP finals undefeated, 1,500, and also won the Shanghai Masters, 1,000. His other points came from finishing runner-up in Beijing, 330. The German is a distant third in the rankings, and he will drop 100 points at Shanghai, 100 in Vienna, 1,000 for his title run at the Paris Masters in 2024 and 600 in Turin after reaching the semi-final last year. Djokovic could move ahead of Zverev to number 3 in the next few months if he ups to play, as he is only 1,100 points adrift, but it remains to be seen when the former world number 1 will return to action. Last year, he played only 1 tournament after the US Open, and that was the Shanghai Masters, where he finished runner-up to Sinner to earn 650 points. The American was a runner-up to Sinner at the ATP Finals in 2024 and will drop 800 points at the season-ending event. He also reached the semi-final in Shanghai, 400, and lost early in Paris, 10. The battle for the number 1 American ranking will go down to the wire, as Fritz and Shelton are separated by 445 points. Last year, Shelton finished runner-up in Basel, 330, reached the quarter-final in Tokyo, 100, the round of 16 in Shanghai, 100, and the round of 32 in Paris, 50. Draper is set to slide down the rankings as he has ended his 2025 campaign due to injury. The British number 1 won the Vienna Open in 2024 and reached the quarter-final in Tokyo and the last 16 in Paris.